All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Fort Worth Community Arts Center's seasonal original work series, where tonight we have another fabulous script and another fabulous company joining us to take on these wonderful stories. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have a very special guest for everyone tonight, the author of tonight's fabulous script, Fun World, the one and only Laurie Isbell. Laurie, are you there?
I'm here, Jason.
Gosh, I feel like we just talked a few days ago in our box lunch episode.
I'm still eating the soup.
Well, I'm gonna have to get some more hot dogs, I think, and we'll just restock, and hopefully it won't be much longer before maybe we're able to meet up in person and discuss how this reading goes tonight. So how have you been faring since last we spoke?
I've been doing well and looking forward to the time when we can gather together in theaters and restaurants and museums and all those places that we miss.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Laurie, I mentioned the box lunch, and for those folks that are interested in checking that out, it is on our Facebook and actually dropped on our YouTube channel today. So make sure you check those out at the Fort Worth Community Arts Center. And Laurie, I'm very excited to introduce you to tonight's featured theater group. Are you excited to meet the players and hear them bring these wonderful ladies to life?
I am. I am a Texas playwright. I grew up and went to school right here in Fort Worth and lived away for quite some time. Now I'm back and I am really excited to reconnect with all the theater people here.
Well, we are so very blessed to have this wonderful script to share with everybody. And Laurie, it is certainly my pleasure to introduce to you one of the premier theater companies here in the Fort Worth area. We're fortunate enough to have them as a resident at the Fort Worth Community Arts Center. And so without further ado, the Stolen Shakespeare Guild. And I believe we have our founders, Jason and Lauren Morgan. How are you two doing?
Good.
Long time no see.
Yes.
I terribly miss all of those fabulous concessions in the lobby. I cannot wait to have you both back, and hopefully again it will be sooner rather than later. How are the two of you doing?
We're good. We've been surviving the pandemic, staying home a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Now, Stolen Shakespeare still has some things going on. You guys just ventured into the virtual world as well. You have a radio play, I believe, that just opened. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes is our current radio play. We actually started that series last Christmas with The Christmas Carol. We did a radio production of that as well. And coming next, we haven't announced a release date for it, but the next radio show we'll be doing is William Shakespeare's As You Like It.
Nice.
Well, we'll be announcing that cast soon as well too.
Great, great, great. Wonderful stuff from both of you. Seriously, you're so missed at the Arts Center, and I just can't say how grateful we are for you taking the time and joining us here for our original work series, and just so excited to see what you have on tonight's docket. So we'll talk a little bit more about Stolen Shakespeare when we wrap things up and make sure that everyone knows how we can find you. Right now, I'm so excited for some storytelling, as I'm sure Laurie is as well. Do you guys mind if we meet your fabulous players for this evening?
No,
Sure.
Let's meet them.
All right.
Why don't we start with Bree?
Hi, I'm Bree Carlson. I'll be playing the part of Sandra. Is there anything else I'm supposed to say?
No?
And why don't you pass it on?
Okay, and next we'll meet Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura Jones, and I will be portraying Ginny. And I will pass it over to Leslie.
Hi, I'm Leslie Wallstrom. I'll be playing Nancy Ann, and I will pass it along to Barbara.
Hi, I'm Barbara Cottrett, and I will be playing Louise, and I will pass it over to Aiden.
Hi, I'm Aiden Wright, and I'll be playing 3 minor characters: a park worker, a man in a kangaroo costume, and the part of Ed.
Awesome. Now, Jason, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You have a role in tonight's presentation as well.
Oh, well, yes, I'll be reading the stage directions.
Perfect. All right. Laurie, not to put you on the spot, but do you mind setting up tonight's piece? Can you give us just a real short introduction as to where we're going tonight and what we're going to see?
We are going to an amusement park called Fun World. Think Six Flags. And the people on this adventure today are 4 women who are all teachers or retired teachers, and they are going to the park to celebrate a birthday. But amidst the celebration, there are going to be a series of shenanigans, revelations, and surprises.
Well said, well said. All right. So if we can get all of our actors to places, and ladies and gentlemen, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's presentation, Fun World by Laurie Isbell, presented by Stolen Shakespeare Guild.
Lights up. The 4 women have arrived at Fun World and are trekking through the parking lot. It is already hot and humid, though early in the morning, so chances for fun at Fun World are already in question.
I'm already exhausted. We're not even to the gate.
I promise you are going to have so much fun today.
Sunscreen, hand sanitizer, insect repellent,
Just hope all this fun isn't too much work.
Kleenexes, handy wipes.
And where did I put the tickets?
So Jenny, are you excited?
Excited's not the word.
I knew that you would like it. I told Nancy you would.
It feels like 100 degrees already.
Well, sunscreen, Jenny. You need to be wearing sunscreen.
Why did you invite her?
Shh, don't worry.
Now, Jenny, come on now. You're going to pink up like a watermelon. This is the latest stuff. Christiane Dior.
No, thank you, Louise.
High dollar stuff. You put some of this on, you're Elizabeth Taylor.
I'll take some. Who's Elizabeth Taylor?
She's dead.
She lives on.
Like a zombie, you mean?
Okay, I've got the tickets. Let's get in line.
$59 for some ice cream and a roller coaster?
Happy birthday, Jenny. We're all here for you.
I have to call
Just
home.
left home.
Well, that was an hour of your talking and blaring music ago.
Don't blame it on Miranda Lambert. That girl is a talent.
Y'all think Jenny's all right?
Sure, she's just fine.
About as grouchy as always, if you ask me.
Well, maybe you could not share all of your opinions.
Oh, now it's my fault.
Well, just for today, so we can all get along.
You saying I can't get along because I am a shining light of the birthday spirit.
I'm just suggesting that maybe.
Besides, I heard something about Jenny's husband the other day.
What?
Louise, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's better to just remain quiet.
Quiet?
Like a lady.
Oh, now I'm not a lady.
All right, let's go. I'll try again later.
Yay, Fun World, here we come.
The women enter the park and are impressed, overwhelmed. There is a cacophony of sounds and music, careening rides, and screaming kids.
Wow.
Goodness,
Quite an operation.
the rides.
They're so big. Look at that one. Oh, it's to the moon.
Well, what do you think, Jenny?
I think we're too old for this.
I can't wait to ride that one. Oh, and that one with the loop.
The first thing we do is everybody pee. You know what I always say.
No, please do not sing that.
Tinkle while you can, so when you can't, you won't know when to go and when to hold the tinkle do's and don'ts.
I think I do have to pee.
Oh, ladies' room right there. Now don't sit on the seat. Nancy and Ginny, y'all coming?
No.
No, thank you.
Here, take a Kleenex. Probably need a Kleenex. And don't forget to wash your hands after. Use soap.
I know, but I had to invite her.
27 years, Nancy.
She found out about it from Sandra. She called and asked me if she could come.
27 years I taught next door to that woman. And do you know how many times I had to hear the Tinkle song?
She will not ruin your day. I promise you, Jenny.
I can't get it out of my head, that song. Every time I see a bathroom, tinkle while you can.
I know. I'm sorry.
Tinkle while you can.
Jenny, I'm sorry.
Well,
Said she wanted to come and she volunteered to drive us.
Well, I am not going to be treated like one of her third graders all day.
No, of course not.
And I am not going to listen to all of her talk. Got just about all the talk I can handle these days.
Jenny, is everything okay?
Why do you say that?
Well, you do seem a little on edge today. And Louise, she mentioned,
I can't believe she is here.
I'm sorry. That's all I can say. We'll make the best of it, Jenny. We will.
Louise.
All right, ladies, what's it gonna be? We got 7 continents to get through today.
What about that? The train, the Global Express?
That is not a train. That's a bus on a painted track. And we did not come here to ride a bus on a painted track.
Are you sure that's not a train?
What do you want to do, Jenny?
I don't care. Y'all choose.
Well, it's your birthday. Pick something.
I said I don't care.
Well, here's where we are. North America land. We got the Mississippi Mangler, the Texas Big Trouble, and something called, what is that? The California Funkinator. That sounds dirty. I say we ride that.
Maybe we should start with something a little tamer. Where is that? Oh, what do you call it? That garden ride thing.
Oh, hanging garden. Well, that's right there. But see, that's in Asia land. See, we got to start here, do North America land first.
Oh, we could take the train over to Asia Land.
Sandra, no. We take the train over to Asia land. We miss all the rides in between. We do everything in order. That is the plan.
Louise, we have plenty of time.
No, we got till closing. That's all we got. So I say we work the park here in a counterclockwise direction, hitting everything in order, circling around, so we end up back
I
here
love
when
fireworks.
the fireworks go off.
Close in time, Louise.
I
That's
told you.
hours from now.
Better get started then. That is the plan, ladies. We are doing it all. Now, Jenny, get on over here. Pick something. Pick it.
I say we take the train.
Lights up on the women now seated on the train. Ginny and Nancy Ann are together on a front bench, and Louise and Sandra are together behind. A Beach Boys song is playing.
But this is nice, don't you think? I love all this water. I guess we're riding over the Pacific Ocean right now.
Yep. And who knew it was 3 inches deep and running right through the middle of Dallas?
Look, dolphins. You see the dolphins over there?
Look a little bit fake to me.
Well, of course they're fake. They're swimming in unison to a Beach Boys song.
Y'all two see the dolphins? Get your cameras out, ladies.
I can't believe how this park has changed. I remember coming here with my boys when they were little, years ago. Certainly didn't have all this robotic stuff then. Just some rides and picnic tables, a few hot dog stands. Bob and I made a point. We take the boys every year. Big family outing coming to Fun World back then. Of course, now Stephen has his own kids, doing very well in Austin, one of those techie firms. What about Travis? You and Ed bring him here?
Think so, maybe.
And Sam, so committed to his real estate business. Nights, weekends, holidays. He is always showing homes. We barely even see him at church these days.
Uh-huh.
And Travis?
What?
How's he doing?
Oh, supposed to visit he and what's her name? Labor Day.
They're in Portland?
Eugene.
That must be hard. I just hate it if my boys were so far away. Of course, Bob and I, now that we're retired, we're really looking forward to some travel, some time together.
Maybe you can bring him here, see the ocean and all.
You know, Sandra was really looking forward to this, thought you'd really enjoy this place. She thought it would be a special way to mark the day.
Sandra, don't know why she's here either.
Oh, I'm starting to wonder why I'm here, Jenny. You haven't said a nice word, done anything but complain since we picked you up this morning. It's almost as if you don't want to be happy.
Happy?
Yes. Is happy so hard?
Asian land ladies, this is our stop.
We hear sounds of the train ride coming to an end. The women disembark as Louise shows off her phone camera with photos.
Hope y'all got some pictures. You see this phone here? Absolute latest. Apple i10 Mega Pro. See, look at this. See how clear that picture is?
Ooh, that is a good one.
Dolphins, so lifelike you could eat them off a sushi platter. Now you get over there by the dancing palm trees. Hold still.
Louise, why don't we just move on to the...
Need a picture, gather up. Okay, now, little zoom, zoomy zoom. Jenny, you're not smiling. Let's see some teeth out there. Huh, I don't know. I think we need to do it over.
Let me see.
Louise?
It's your hair in this, Jenny. It needs a fluff is what it does. Why don't you just let me sexy it up for you a little?
Stop it, Louise.
So which way is that garden ride?
Well, map says over there, but really this photo.
We're moving on now, Louise. We'll do more pictures later.
You're turning how old, Jenny? 64, 65? Because you're looking all of 85 here in this photo.
I'm retired, Louise.
Teaching, not from living. Just saying a little
That is what
fluff
they
could
say.
make all the difference.
Yeah, I bet.
Lights up, low green, blue, spooky lights in the enclosed cave of the garden ride. The women are seated four abreast with Jenny and Louise on opposite ends. Exotic music plays. The women look around idly until screech, an animal noise with an object flying by. The women flinch and screech themselves.
Oh, Lord.
What was that?
A monkey, I think.
I don't remember any monkeys on this ride.
Oh, I bet they got snakes too.
Snakes? Really?
30 years ago, this ride did not have flying monkeys. Some little puppets on the side doing their little puppet things.
Oh, nobody likes that. Nobody likes puppets.
These things zooming around.
And screech, another noise and object.
Oh, good Lord.
I said that one was a dragon.
How could you tell?
A dragon, Louise?
What's this ride called again?
The Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Oh, like in China.
Babylon's not in China.
It's in China.
Well, then where is it?
I think the Middle East.
Jenny, you know?
I thought you knew everything.
Babylon. Babylon.
Well, you don't have to get pissy.
Well, I think it's in China.
No, Sandra, we told you it's not in China.
Or one of those little countries right underneath it.
I can't believe we don't remember. We've all taught history, social studies.
Third grade was Native Americans, Pueblos, Comanches.
You did Indians?
Yes, Indians. Southwestern American history was the curriculum.
Why? What did you do?
I did Egyptians. I like the pyramids better, you know, Cleopatra and all that.
Well, then you might ought to know where Babylon is.
Wait, Louise, you didn't follow the state curriculum?
She never even read the state curriculum.
I know. I'll look it up.
I can't believe you did Egyptians. 5th grade is Egyptians.
Okay, Hanging Gardens,
Oh, she
G-A-R.
deviated from the statewide curriculum?
Well, you teach third grade for 20 or 30 years, you do start to think that you know something about it.
The state, the district, testing, all of that. I mean, when I took over the vice principal's office, all that we did was talk about curriculum.
No, Elizabeth Taylor.
And instructional delivery.
Elizabeth Taylor played Cleopatra once. Very inspiring use of eyeliner.
You got it yet, Louise?
I'm working on it.
I can't believe she did Egyptians.
Oh, okay, here it is. Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders, located in ancient Mesopotamia, also known as modern-day Iraq.
Iraq?
How did Iraq get into Asia?
Oh, so maybe those weren't monkeys. Maybe they were flying Shiites we saw.
Oh, Louise.
Oh, that's right. We should be rolling around in Humvees, shooting at the terrorists.
So inappropriate.
Shooting at the jihad, then what's it, McBad or whatever. Oh, pew! 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 Help me out, y'all.
I see one. Pew, pew.
Stop it. That is enough. Terrorism, war is no laughing matter. And we have a responsibility to respect and support our troops.
You are such a Republican.
I am an American, Louise.
I'm an American, Louise.
You were right about her.
Lights out with the sound of the ride coming to an end. Lights up on the women now walking through the park with pink popsicles.
Ooh, I love these.
Berry bonsai, not bad.
My boys and I, we always had these every time we came here.
Delicious.
I don't think they called them bonsai though.
World was smaller back then. Fun world included. Now everything's getting bigger. Faster.
Well,
You gotta get with the times.
Jenny moves away from the group, throwing her popsicle in the trash and taking out her phone. She listens to a voice message.
You know, I should bring the girls. They're old enough for this now.
Even Zoe?
Starting preschool. The others in junior high.
So, well, how are they doing with the situation?
You mean the divorce?
Oh no, has it come to that?
Better get a good lawyer. Get everything in writing.
I know. I know. It's just
I'm so sorry, Sandra.
everything is just so complicated, you know? And with Ryan getting remarried and me maybe getting laid off,
He's getting married?
Laid off?
state funding's down. Funding's over for music. The district offered me another job going back to 1st grade, but I've been in music for 8, 9 years.
Oh, Sandra, that's awful.
Have you spoken to other schools?
Well, like I said, nobody's hiring in music. It's all math and reading and test prep, you know?
Oh, Sandra.
Awful.
Nancy, Ann, and Louise move to comfort Sandra as lights dim. They continue speaking, but we no longer hear them. Lights pick up on Jenny across the stage, now talking to her neighbor, Teresa, on the phone.
Teresa, it's Ginny. I got your message. Is he okay? Oh, right. I was worried. Oh, I was worried about that. And he really? Oh, I'm so sorry. Whatever the mess, please leave it. No, no, I should not have been gone today. When Ed is upset or I'm not there to watch him, man doesn't know what to do with himself. Last week, he pulled out everything in his closet, said he was looking for a piece of paper, some silly piece of paper. Right, an agreement, that's what he calls it. Probably something he lost at work 25 years ago. I know, it is getting bad. But listen, I can try, have the girls bring me home. No, Teresa, please, you can't do that. You take Ed over to your house and he'll be going through your closets. Probably try to replumb the dishwasher, the kitchen sink. Well, okay, just see how it goes. Thanks for the call and looking in on him today. Fun? Here? Not exactly what I'd call it. Hot and crowded and too loud, if you really want to know. And Nancy, for some reason, invited Louise. Yes, that's the one. Louise from 3rd grade. Okay, I will. You call again if there's any trouble. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Jenny, get in here. We're planning our next move.
Louise has us considering the yin-yangaroo.
Or the Singapore swing. I say the swing.
Who you talking to anyway?
None of your business. Oh, my neighbor.
She called to wish you a happy birthday.
Something like that.
Well, should tell her we're busy next time she calls.
Y'all, I think the swing, that yin-yanger or whatever looks pretty scary.
Oh, no, I don't do scary.
Singapore swing it is.
Lights out on the women. With lights still out, we hear the sound of a very intimidating ride. Lots of grinding, metal, fast whirling and screams. When the lights come up again, we see the women now exiting the ride and looking woozy and unnerved, especially Nancy Ann. She has a noticeably pink stain on her blouse.
Oh, that was horrendous.
Oh, easy now. Let's get you over to that bench.
The spinning.
I know.
I hate spinning.
Are you okay?
My head. All that spinning.
We're all right. You
Some
just
water,
sit here
Louise.
and relax.
Oh, my shirt. I threw up on my shirt.
And your shoe.
My shoe.
Honey, it's okay.
Sandra, go tell those rad people. Tell them we got a sick woman.
No.
Sandra, go.
I don't know what happened. This never used to happen.
You just take a breath, drink some water.
I can't believe I threw up in front of all those people.
Well, these are not people. These are damn fools. Fool enough to get on a ride like we were that says it's all about swinging when it's all about spinning. I feel like I got my bosom on my backside now.
They said they're sending someone.
A doctor?
Somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girls.
You just don't worry.
I know I'm ruining our day.
No, you're not. We're going to get you back home and get you a clean shirt.
Oh, but it's your birthday, Jenny.
Like I need another birthday.
So embarrassing.
Sandra, where's that doctor?
I don't know. They told me, they said someone would.
Okay, people, everybody back up. Back up for me here, ladies. Let me get to the patient. Ma'am, how are you feeling?
I think I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, sick from the ride.
Can you focus on me, ma'am?
Yes, I was just saying.
Quiet, quiet, please.
Are you a doctor, young man?
Guest Services Fund Incorporated. Can you focus on my fingers? Can you see my fingers, ma'am?
Yes, yes, I can see your 3 fingers.
What day is it?
The 11th.
What day of the week is it, ma'am?
Stop shouting at the woman. She lost her breakfast, not her hearing.
Ma'am, the day.
It's Wednesday, the 11th.
Okay, we're all good. You ladies seen our Kumbaya dancers yet?
Wait a minute.
What?
What exactly are your credentials?
Kumbaya dancers, best show in the park.
How is our friend?
Oh, no worries.
No worries.
All good in the hood. You know what I mean, boo?
Doesn't this place have some medical professionals?
Don't really need them.
So Nancy's okay.
These assistants, and not serious with our elderly guests.
Elderly.
Elderly?
Now, ma'am, I'm going to put you in the love limo over there. You just hold on to my arm.
Where are you taking her?
That's not a limo. That's a goddamn golf cart.
Batman, Dr. Feelgood, got an assistant. Bringing her in. Over.
Thank you.
I'm taking you to guest services, the guest services support center.
You barely even looked
Are you
over.
It's okay, girls. I'm fine. It was just the spinning, the popsicle.
Like I said, not serious. But we do want to take care of our very special guests.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And really, this heat,
We got killer AC back at the HQ.
you are a love.
Don't mention it, ma'am.
Now just wait a damn minute. Nancy Ann, are you really going with this teenager here?
He said he'd take me to guest services. I can call Bob from there.
Bob, you don't need, we can take you home ourselves.
Oh, no, don't worry about it, Jenny. You stay here with Louise and Sandra. You 3 have fun.
Nancy,
I'm fine. I'm with a doctor after all.
Well, that about says it.
we need to find guest services. Meet Nancy Ann there.
You think she's all right?
Oh, she's in hog heaven. Rescued by one man, delivered to another.
Louise, do you have the map?
Nancy Blanche Dubois.
Louise, the map.
Typical, I'd say.
Sandra, do you have a map?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
You and Nancy Ann, always the way.
Maybe if we start walking, we'll run into a sign.
Yep, you and Nancy and your husbands and your kids.
Nope, no map.
Always buddy, buddy, always the way.
Louise, we're in a hurry, and I really don't know what you're talking about here.
What I am talking about, Jenny, is you
We're
and
going to
Nancy
meet her
Ann.
at the service place. We're going to take her home. Now, could you please just hand me that map?
You know, I think my classroom could have burned to the ground and you and Nancy Ann would have gone on with your story time.
Story time?
That's right.
Well, for the record, we couldn't even have story time for the sound of your voice shouting all over the school. 27 years, you never stopped shouting at the kids, the parents, us, whoever.
I ran a tight ship.
You ran the whole ship. I had to retire just to get away.
So, do y'all, are we?
And yet, here you are doing it again, trying to take over, telling everybody what to do.
Well, I am just trying to help someone have a birthday.
Well, you weren't even invited to this birthday.
So, are we gonna go meet Nancy Ann?
We are.
No, I came here to have a birthday and I'm gonna have a birthday. In fact, I'm gonna have it at that ride right over there.
Louise,
Siberia, they got themselves a ride. I hope it wasn't built by them communist types.
Louise!
You heard her. Heard what Nancy Ann said. She said she wanted us to stay here. Get on with the celebration.
I'd hardly call it a celebration.
Well, I drove. So unless you're going to call your own husband to come get you.
Oh, Ed is not.
Well, then I suggest you get your ass on the gulag a go-go.
A short time later, lights up on the three women seated having lunch.
Jenny, you really should eat. We can't be stopping every hour.
Too hot to eat. Too early, just after 11.
Sounds like lunchtime to me.
French fries are pretty good.
Here, have mine.
I guess it's a habit from school. You know me, 11:05 on the dot in the cafeteria.
Oh, I know. And throwing off the entire process every day.
I was always on time. 11:05 in line at the lunch counter.
No, Louise, we told you over and over. 11:05 was your time to end class. 11:15 arrive at the lunch counter.
Nope, Jenny, you got this all wrong.
No, Louise, you got it wrong. And every day you were ending class at least 10 minutes early, which usually caused a ruckus, meaning I had to end class. Then you'd show up in the lunchroom ahead of the two other groups who were actually assigned to 11:05.
I never knew. Isn't that funny?
Oh, you knew.
All those years, I always wondered why the lunchroom was so jammed up.
So, how long are you planning on doing this, Louise?
What?
Holding us hostage, me and Sandra, in this park.
Well, Sandra's enjoying herself. You should too. Eat up.
Jenny, want your burrito?
I think it's a crepe, but go ahead.
They're making burritos with grapes?
Crepe.
I will
It's
never eat
French.
it here.
Well, whatever it is. Europe land. Good food.
Swore once I retired, I would never eat a meal off a plastic tray again.
Where Ryan took his new wife to be, Ava, to Europe. I mean, Italy, I think.
Italy?
Really? The man went to Europe and he's fighting you over money supporting his three girls?
Guess he's planning for his next one.
Trip?
Girl. Zoe came home babbling something about a little sister.
Oh, Sandra,
Pregnant.
I'm sorry. This must be upsetting for you and your daughters.
Yeah, I mean, but it's okay. I get it. He wants to start over, do everything over, correct his mistakes.
I'm so sorry.
Pregnant. And practically a child herself.
23.
23. He met her at a prom, standing out in front of a community college.
I think they met online.
Oh, DesperateGirls.com. Young, dumb, and adventurous. Hashtag Ava.
Louise, not now.
You know, by the time I was 23 years old, I was already teaching. No pissant little school outside of Lubbock. Mountain View Elementary. Wasn't a mountain or a view for 200 miles, unless you count the old dried up oil rigs around. I had first, second, and third graders all in one room.
That must have been way back.
I can't believe you remember.
Well, I've been going through my files this week, all the boxes, books, and things I brought home when I retired. It's funny to see your whole life in a big stack of old papers. It makes you think about what you didn't do while you were doing all that. I mean, all those lesson plans and worksheets and assignments, 3 different schools, notes and records from everyone. Makes you wonder if it was worth it. You know what I mean? While you were busy planning, teaching, while the whole world went on.
I think I do know what you mean. Why I haven't even bothered with unpacking, going through it. Probably just as well to leave the whole mess for the garbage.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Come in handy later on when I start my memoirs.
You're gonna write a book?
I signed up for a class at the Senior Center this fall. Art of Autobiography. That's what it's called.
Sounds exciting.
Sounds exhausting. Who wants to remember everything anyway?
Well, I'm thinking that these new teachers, they need to know what it's like. I've seen a lot of things in my career, that's for sure.
You think these younger teachers, they're going to care about any of that?
Well, they should. And 20 years from now, some young teacher may approach me and say, she read my book and it changed her life forever.
That would be amazing.
20 years from now, you probably won't even be around that long.
Oh, wanna be? I plan to. I have projects. I even started to work out at that lean ladies gym. You should sign up yourself, Jimmy. Come do yoga with me.
Yoga? At our age?
Oh, you too, Sandra.
I can barely get up the stairs without a sweat these days.
Hypertension, Jenny. Serious killer of women.
As if all the other things aren't going to get us.
I guess it might be fun.
We'll do some of that chanting. Put some voodoo on that ass of that ex-husband of yours.
That's not yoga, Louise. Yoga is more meditative, calm.
Oh, I got pills for that.
Since when are you an expert?
My doctor, he says, well, he's got me on this medication.
What is it?
What he gave me.
But what's it for?
My divorce.
Let me see those. Well, I can't even pronounce this.
I think it's supposed to help with my, what do you call it? Anxiety.
Does it work?
Pills never work. And I can't believe that you're taking these, Sandra.
Well, the doctor said I should.
Louise, give her back the pills.
I'm not sure I will.
It's none of your business, Louise.
Sandra is my business.
Sandra is a grown woman, and you are butting in again, trying to tell people what to do and...
Y'all, look! Look at the, whatever it is. Hello, well, hello there.
Sandra, pay no attention. We got to be getting on.
Are you a lion? A rabbit? Hey, do y'all know, I can't tell what he is.
He's another teenager in a shag carpet. That's
How
what he
about-
is.
How about a squirrel? A giant squirrel, maybe.
While Sandra and Louise are occupied, Jenny takes the bottle of pills and puts it in her purse.
You're going to regret this, Jenny, not eating lunch.
We'll see.
Sandra, would you leave that thing alone?
Sorry, Mr. Fuzzy. I gotta go.
Africa land's next. You been to Africa, Jenny?
Oh, sure. All the time when I'm not down at the Walmart sipping
Oh, it's a
champagne.
kangaroo. Y'all, it's a
Sandra.
kangaroo.
Come on.
He's got a baby, or she does.
Oh, for goodness sake, you'd think it was the baby Jesus. Sandra, come on.
I think he wants to show me something.
You know, I think I'll call Nancy, see if she and Bob got home.
Nancy,
Or
Sandra.
maybe they're still in the area. Could take me back with them.
Y'all, I'll be right back.
Wait, where you going? Did you see? She just...
Maybe I should try Bob's number in case Nancy Ann is resting.
Probably propped up by the pool like Jackie Kennedy right now.
Shh, Louise.
Oh, Nancy Ann and her perfect husband, perfect kids, Dick and Doodle.
No answer. It's Steve and Sam.
Well, you know about Sam.
Sam?
Gay.
Gay?
That's right. He's just not selling houses. He's decorating them too.
Well, even if he is a decorator, let's say, no shame in the whole thing. Nancy Ann wouldn't mind.
I don't see her writing it up in her Christmas card though.
Merry Christmas, my son is gay? That's what you're expecting?
No, she doesn't talk about it, Jenny. That's what I'm saying. And her making vice principal over every one of us and holding her little meetings on curriculum and what all.
She has a master's degree from Southern Methodist, Louise.
Oh, and president of her sorority. I know the story. And just how many ladies' luncheons did you and me go to in college while we were working our way through state college, this or that? I just never understood why you and Nancy,
Oh, not this again.
now always sticking together, you and the perfect Nancy Ann, with your pool parties and your kids' birthdays, Thanksgiving dinners. I mean, nobody giving a damn what I might be doing.
Well, you were busy. I mean, we always thought.
And I'll tell you why, Jenny, because you two were married and I wasn't. That's why.
You were married
Oh,
twice.
shit. That doesn't count. First husband, Gerald, lasted less than 2 years. I was married, divorced, on my own all over again. And then Larry, that bastard, I married him when I was 50 something, and he was dead 5 years later. Not even worth the trouble.
I do know that you had a hard time in that marriage.
No, you don't. You nor Nancy Ann either. And if that old man's heart hadn't given out when it did, I swear I would have taken it out myself with a screwdriver.
Well, Louise, I'm sorry. I didn't think that.
Didn't think because you didn't care. Didn't give a good damn.
No, that's not.
Just like today, you and Nancy Ann trying to ignore me
No, Louise.
and quiet me down. And now Sandra running off with some kind of kangaroo man.
How do you know it's a man?
Oh, Jenny, that baby, not the only thing in his pants.
Well, I didn't really retire because of you.
Terrible thing to say.
I know. I'm sorry. Guess I'm not really my nicer self these days.
You were never that nice.
Maybe you're right. I'm just tired, Louise. Not sleeping that much.
Well, I can imagine.
Why? What do you mean?
Hey y'all, check it out. I've been to Australia land.
You look like a cabbage.
It's a butterfly. Delvin did it.
Delvin?
He's divorced.
Sandra, your face.
Australia land. They got painting and all kinds of stuff there. Delvin, he is such an artist. Says he can get me in the parade of the world.
No,
Parade
wait, this
world.
Delvin?
Y'all watch for me, okay? I gotta go rehearse.
Sandra!
6 o'clock. That's when the parade is.
Sandra!
Clock.
See you there.
Oh, good Lord.
She said 6 o'clock.
That girl's got about as much sense as one of them dancing trees.
I'll never make it to 6 o'clock.
Hey, how about you and me? Africa land.
No,
I
Louise.
bet they got pirates and warlords there. No?
No. Louise, I said no.
Are you refusing to go with me? Is that what this is? You just can't stand to be around me. Hate me. Is that it?
I just want to go home.
Oh, home to Ed?
Yes.
Well, do you think he'd really notice if you're there or not?
What are you saying?
Oh, come on, Jenny. Everybody knows, except for Nancy, that is, because she doesn't want to know. Everybody in the world, everything in her world is la-di-da, but everybody else knows he's got the Alzheimer's disease. Well, at the Safeway, the grocery store, everybody heard it. How he got himself lost, wandering up and down the aisles and started mumbling and shouting at people. Manager had to be called.
No.
I mean, it's not like he hurt anybody. He scared some folks, maybe, and knocked a few things over.
Ed,
It's all right, though. That's what I'm saying. You can talk to me about it. I know, it's okay. Jenny?
Ed, he's just a little I have to watch him.
Jenny,
I have to watch him at the store. Gets confused.
listen, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said. I mean, you just need button in like I always do.
I have to watch him.
Jenny?
She leaves Louise on the bench, and the lights go down there. The spot picks up Jenny moving downstage alone. Then her cell phone rings.
Hello, Teresa? Oh, Travis, I'm so glad you called. I was just thinking I should call you. Maybe talk about. What? No, I'm not at home. You won't believe it. Some of the girls from work, they brought me out here to Fun World, that place we used. Your father? Yes, he's at home. Well, he's not alone. Teresa is looking in, taking care of him today. Right, I know. I do hate to leave him. But the girls, they just wanted, for my birthday. Travis, I do worry about him. I worry about him every day. And trying to keep him dressed and fed and out of trouble. I do. I try to keep him happy. Not that your father was ever happy. Well, I agree. He does need to see a doctor. But until you come down here for Labor Day, honey, I'm just not sure what. Right. You and Marcy, I know. Maricel. Okay, whatever her name is. Dislike her? I've never even met her. I've never met the girl, Travis. All I know is that you correct me every time I say her name, which I guess makes me a bad mother and a stupid old woman. You're right. I'm sorry. And I will try to do better when I see you both in September. Oh, you're not coming. Oh, I see. Thanksgiving. Yes, maybe that would be a better time for your schedule. Uh-huh. Oh, sure. Your dad and I. Of course. We'll be fine. Plenty of rest, sleep. Okay, Travis. Love you. Okay. Bye.
Jenny puts away her phone, contemplates a moment. She then takes out the medication she picked up from Sandra and swallows a pill, and then another, as all lights go dark. End of Act 1. Now we will take a 5-minute intermission, so feel free to take a break. Act 2. The act opens with creepy, distorted carnival music. Low lights come up to reveal Jenny talking to her husband Ed, as if the two of them are at home during a long, sleepless night.
Jenny,
Ed,
Jenny, my papers.
are you up?
God damn it!
You in the kitchen? What are
I
you
don't get
doing?
these finished. My agreements.
Ed, honey, it's nighttime. Time to sleep.
No.
1 a.m. Time to get back to bed. Been up 2 times already, and we need to sleep.
A 3/4 gauge is not a 1-inch gauge.
No, of course not.
A 3/4 gauge? No, you don't understand. Women don't understand plumbing, never have.
Ed, honey.
Women knows what goes in a house, holds up a house, keeps it together.
Listen, we go to sleep. We can get up tomorrow, feel a whole lot better. Figure this out.
God damn it, I'll tell you I need it.
What? What, Ed? You tell me, and I swear I'll try to find it. I will. But I can't stand here all night with you cursing at me.
You get my wife over here.
Ed, I am your wife. It's Ginny. It's me.
This order ain't right. These pipes go in tomorrow. Oh shit. Shit's gonna fly tomorrow.
Ed, you're retired.
Meacham's gonna have himself a shit party tomorrow.
You're retired. Meacham's gone. You
Him and
don't
his
have to
son.
worry.
Was a 3/4 gauge.
You don't work anymore, Ed. And Meacham, he died years ago. Ed, you don't have to worry about his son.
My wife, she's barren. Couldn't give me no son. Can't do things women can do.
Oh, Ed, you do have a son. Travis, remember? Don't you remember Travis?
What? Is he here?
He lives in Oregon, remember? And we went there a few years ago and stayed at his house. And you helped him with the irrigation for his garden out back. And then we drove out to the ocean and put our feet in the water.
The water?
The ocean, Ed. Pacific Ocean, remember? And you said it was too cold. It said it was colder than a witch's tit, and everybody laughed.
Where's my wife?
I'm here, honey.
She died?
No, Ed. Meacham's the one who died. I am your wife, and I am right here.
My wife, you know, she couldn't have no kids.
Let's get back to bed. Try to stay in bed now.
Be late. Be late for work. Where's my papers?
They're in the bedroom, honey. Let's go.
My agreements.
I know. It's okay. We'll find them.
My wife.
I'm here, Ed.
Ginny?
It's okay. It's okay.
An abrupt change in lighting and atmosphere occurs. Everything is bright again, and we're back in the theme park.
Ma'am, are you okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Can you focus on me, ma'am? Do you know where you are?
I'm here.
Another assisted. Bringing her in.
Lights up inside a large office of the Guest Service Support Center. The park worker is talking to a buddy on his walkie-talkie while Jenny sits across the room, sipping water, but still dazed.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. Old ladies are losing their shit today, man. Just picked up another one, talking to herself. Over. Nah. Looks pretty harmless. Dude, no. We're not allowed to use the handcuffs. You know what happened with Dylan, that lost Korean chick? Over. Right, I know, just joking around. Guess she didn't speak English, got the wrong idea. Over. I don't know, man. Kind of stuck here with old crazy pants right now. Over. Well, save me some, dude. I'll be there when I can. Over. Right, edge of the park, Austria land. Over. Australia land. Yeah, I copy. Whatever. They're both islands, dude. Over. Cool. Over and out. All right, ma'am. Virginia, Ginny. So, who are we calling next?
Nancy Ann Thompson. 214557.
Nope, ma'am. We already tried her. Not answering. Not looking at messages either.
I don't know.
Don't you got a husband?
I
Some kids, maybe? You gotta help me here, lady.
oh, my phone.
You lost your phone. We went over that too.
Oh, the numbers. I don't remember. Bob.
Look, who are you here with? We can put out an alert.
I don't have anyone.
You got somebody, right? Weren't you hanging out with that whole posse of old people a while ago?
No.
Well, here's the deal. You got to have someone come pick you up and sign the release for Fun Incorporated that says you're okay, or that you're not okay, or whatever, but that it's not our fault. Do you understand me, ma'am?
Step away from that woman. It's a jailbreak, Ginny.
Am I in jail?
Is that a bottle of sunscreen?
Christiane Dior. Where the hell have you been?
Oh, Batman, Dr. Feelgood, got another situation. Over.
I don't know.
No, it's not that. I know where you are. Over.
Tried to call you 10 times.
Oh, Great Barrier Reefer. Yeah, I get it. Over.
I might have got lost.
Dude, it's these ladies.
Well,
Over.
come on, let's go.
It's like Attack of the Grandmas around here. Over.
I don't feel good, Louise.
I can't believe you walking off. You know, I was coming down here to report you as a missing person. I thought you'd been kidnapped by one of those stuffed animals.
Hey, hold up. Dude, I'll call you back. You can't just leave here. You got to sign a form.
We're not signing anything, young man.
She's an assistant. You get assisted, you fill out the form.
This is the state of Texas.
This is Fun Incorporated.
I think I might have taken some pills, Louise.
Pills?
Pills.
Oh, Jesus. Now I got to call security.
No, wait. Ginny, pills?
Sandra's. I'm sorry.
Security. Dr. Feelgood, over.
I can't believe you, Ginny.
Dr. Feelgood, man. Over.
We have got to get out of here.
Brandon, okay? It's Brandon, guest services. Got some kind of, I don't know, maybe drugs?
Now you just lean in.
No, they're not mine. Dude, listen.
There you go.
Over.
There you go. Okay.
We did call you last time. You guys just didn't get here soon enough. Over.
Good. Let's go.
Dude, I share the love. Nobody is bogarting your buzz over here. Well, you know how it is. Good shit's hard to come by. What can I say? Over. What? Shit.
A short time later, lights up on the two women in line for a ride.
Splash of water. That's what you need.
I don't want any water.
They shouldn't find us here, Antarctica land.
Said he wasn't coming home until Thanksgiving, Louise.
You and those pills, getting yourself stoned.
Said that I wasn't taking care of his dad.
The Polar Plunge. It'll fix you up.
Plunge?
The ride.
I don't want to go on a ride.
Trust me, it'll clear your head. A splash of water is
Before
what
the
you
lights
need.
come up, we hear the whooshing of a spectacular water ride, massive waves and crashing sprays, screams, etc. After the ride sounds diminish, there is a pause and then lights. Louise and Jenny enter slowly, entirely drenched. From their hair to their clothes to their shoes, they're dripping water.
What?
Splash of water? Oh,
This here.
oh, Louise.
Oh, will you look at this? Louis Vuitton and ruined. Oh, and if my Apple i10, if that thing got wet.
Louise, irate, begins to dig in her bag. Something comes loose on her head, her very wet hairpiece.
Louise, I would say your hair needs a fluff.
God damn it, Jenny, this is your fault.
You made us get on the ride.
Well, I was staging an intervention. In 2 more minutes on that boat, I could have drowned, gone overboard and left to die right there by the igloo.
Well, I feel a little better. Cooler, at least.
Risking my life for you, Jenny.
Louise fidgets with her clothes, takes off her shoes.
I have stared down the cold, wet face of danger.
All right, Louise, put your shoes back on.
I can't. Look at these shoes.
You can't walk in your bare feet. The pavement's hot, dirty.
Guess they'll have to call in security after all. Old women like us, we just can't be out here on our own.
What is wrong with you, Louise? It's just water.
Oh, it's water.
It will dry.
Oh, I think I have a puddle in my sport panties.
Your sport panties?
Yes.
Like, depends.
No, sport panties, Louise, or Jenny, for the active woman.
Okay.
And I think with the elastic and the padding, I think all that water's starting to collect.
Collect?
In my undies, starting to slosh around.
I'm not sure what you want me to.
I feel like I'm riding my own tidal wave, Jenny. And I can't let people see me like this.
Lights up in a new location, a woman's bedroom, a bathroom at Fun World. We see a row of stalls and closed doors, and only the feet of Jenny and Louise are visible below 2 of them.
I can't believe a ladies' restroom has no paper towels.
Bad for the environment. Use the toilet paper. Oh, these napkins to soak up the water.
Jenny, these napkins are already wet.
Well, they've been in my hand.
Everything's wet. I feel like I'm giving myself a sponge bath over here.
Just put on your thing.
Not gonna fit.
Doesn't matter if it fits as long as it's dry.
What is this anyway?
First thing I could grab that might cover in one piece.
Jenny, what are you? My brassiere is soaked through.
Think I'm taking mine off.
Off?
Yep.
Jenny slings her bra over the door of the stall.
You know, I never knew you wear a hairpiece, Louise.
It's not a hairpiece. It's an accessory.
You putting it back on?
Louise throws it over the door.
Now, what about the other?
The other?
You know.
Oh, your sport panties.
Now, don't make fun of my sport panties. These babies are high dollar. They keep me right where I want to be all day long.
Well, are they wet?
Of course they're wet. I told you they're wet.
Well, take them off.
Jenny, this is a public restroom, not a bordello. You cannot expect me to.
Jenny throws her own panties over the door.
Why, Virginia Francine, you have lost your damn mind.
Louise, Louise, you and we've wiped faces and noses and bottoms for 30 years. No need to get dainty about
A
waterlogged
pause.
underwear.
Then Louise throws her giant wet sport panties over the door.
Now put on what I gave you. Get yourself dressed.
Lights come up on the stage and we're back out in the park. Ginny and Louise enter, carrying food trays and sporting their new dry outfits. A wild mismatch of ethnic garb that Ginny got at a souvenir shop. Louise is in a kimono and giant sombrero. Ginny in a combination of Indian Sahar, South American skirt, German lederhosen. They make their way to an eating table.
There's a table over there.
Do you think, can people see?
Oh, they can see you, Louise.
No, Ginny, that I'm not wearing a bra or underwear, Ginny. Do you think people know?
Louise, I'm hungry. I just hope this food's better than it was at that other place.
I think that my ties are becoming untied.
As I said, in the gift shop, not many options in the grown-up section.
Well, I look like one of them Middle Eastern women.
That's a kimono, Louise.
Well, then I look like whatever it is that Chinese women look like.
Kimonos are Japanese.
Oh, stop correcting me. I know, and I just forget.
So, how long have you had the problem with the... How long have you been wearing the sport panties, Louise?
Oh, I don't know, a few months. Tinkling's not what it used to be. My doctor says I should probably get one of those bladder lifts.
So why don't you?
Because bladder lifts are for people who are old.
Louise, I think bladder lifts are for people with bladders.
Well, I don't want to. I mean, once you start that, next thing you know, you're getting a hearing aid and a knee replacement, and hobbling around with a cane, and you're just old, Ginny. I don't want to be old. Older, that's fine. But at some point, you cross over, and then you're not just getting older, you have reached old. Shoot, you have arrived at old lady land.
Well, Louise, I don't think you're there just yet. Besides, look at the missions and mariachi is over there. Eat your burrito. It's South America land.
South America land. I bet they're all trying to get to North America land.
Louise, have some food. Pretty good, I'd say.
It's not the worst thing I've eaten today.
Do you remember when we did burritos for the whole third grade?
Spanish appreciation.
Cinco de Mayo. Oh, and one of those McCougans.
Oh, those McCougans.
Forgot to unwrap the plastic around his tortilla.
Ate it and got sick. Oh, I remember. I swear, that family, genetically not right.
There were 5, maybe 6.
Oh, it seemed like 8 or 10.
And the mother.
That mother. I never could understand the math of it all. How people with the least sense seem to have the most kids.
Not like the Zubiks.
I loved Eleanor Zubik.
I'm gonna miss the kids, the students, starting school in the fall. The first day of school, always exciting.
Decorating the classroom. I always liked that.
Getting books and supplies ready, going to meetings.
Meetings? Well, I won't be missing those. Just Nancy Ann saying a whole lot of something she knew nothing about.
I guess as vice principal, she did go on a bit.
A bit? Ginny, she had more to say about teaching third grade than whoever it was invented third grade.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, now that she's retired, I could have stayed on, done my Egyptians and everything else in peace.
Why didn't you?
Well, you were quitting, Ginny. Without you, just wouldn't have been the same anymore. I guess I should thank you for getting these clothes, even though you do look ridiculous in that. I'd take your picture here right now if my phone wasn't ruined.
I think I lost mine.
Oh, really? We should call some.
With what?
I see your point.
Not a bad feeling, really, to be free
From your phone?
from what's always there on the other end.
Their conversation is interrupted by loud, bombastic marching style music.
What
Is that
the parade?
Sandra?
We get her, we go home.
Oh, gracias, Louise.
They rush away towards the parade. Lights go down. Lights up on Jenny and Louise in a noticeably different area of the park. They are standing in front of an 8-foot wall, studying, scrutinizing it.
Didn't it seem like the parade was ending here?
Thought so. I don't know. Walked a long way.
I don't see a gate though.
Walked all over the park.
So what do you think's on the other side of this wall?
Parking lot, maybe?
No, parking's on the other end. Besides, I hear music.
Maybe we should sit down, rest a little bit.
Or how about I give you a boost over the wall?
No, Louise.
Oh, just look over the top. See what's on the other side. Come on, I can hold you.
I am not climbing on your leg.
You can do it, Jenny. Weren't you ever a cheerleader?
In high school, I was head of the library club.
Well, we gotta find Sandra. What else are we gonna do?
Oh, all right. But you better hold me. Don't let me fall. Oh my!
What is it?
It's beautiful, Louise. Like a whole different place. Waterfalls and flowers, a pool, mister.
Mister?
A water mister. And I think that's a restaurant.
Hi, y'all.
Sandra.
Whoa!
Were y'all in the parade too? Those outfits, totally global.
Sandra, thank God.
We've been looking for you.
Been here the whole time.
Here.
Australia land.
They really got a waterfall and a restaurant over there?
Oh yeah, and these pineapple smoothies, the best.
That does look delicious.
Well, let us on in.
Can't.
Can't?
Not.
Australia land's just for kids. Kids and their parents. You gotta have a special ticket, special family ticket.
What? I've never heard such a thing.
Exhausted. It's been a very long day.
I'm sorry, it's a rule. But Delvin got me in. In fact, Delvin says he can get me a job here, a part-time poolside activity leader, a part-time pal for the kids during the summer.
A pal?
And maybe, he says, I can work full-time during the fall. They're looking for a specialist in learning engagement, an SILE, a silly. That is what they call them.
I'm not sure.
Good.
That doesn't sound.
Fun world. They're all about education.
But Sandra, you're a professional, a certified teacher.
And what's fruit drinks, swimming pools got to do with education?
It's all about engaging the child, you guys. Engagement plus entertainment equals education. And Fun World, they're going to offer some online stuff in the fall so kids can take classes wherever they are, even get credits. It's a charter kind of thing.
How many pills did you take?
And you know how it is, the public school thing, all curriculum and testing and reading, boring. And Delvin, he says public schools are passe. He says at Fun World, we're going to do something new.
New.
Better.
Better than what? Than actual teaching? What Jenny and I have been doing for all of our lives?
Well, Fun World's more, interactive, fun. I mean, I can teach music right here on my phone. See how the singing wombat comes up? And Delvin, he says when public schools start dying out,
I've
that
heard
we can
enough
do.
about Delvin from Delvin today.
Oh, here he is. Y'all say hi.
I got something to say to you. You better let us in here. This is discrimination. No fun world, my ass. We should call the United Nations.
Louise, let's just go. Sandra, will you be all right? Do you think you can get home?
Delvin can take me home. I'm sorry about the rule.
It's okay. We understand.
I'm not leaving here, Jenny. And you keep waving that finger at me, I'll rip it off and use it as a cocktail straw.
We'll see you later, Sandra. You have fun.
Happy birthday, Jenny. Bye-bye.
I paused and lights come up on Ginny and Louise on the train. They're making their way back to the entrance exit of the park. The mood is now calmed. The sun is going down.
Sunset, Louise.
I see it,
Cooling off.
I guess.
Almost nice.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
You know, we did make it to all the continents today.
We didn't make it in.
Just enjoy the ride. I did have a good day.
Did you?
Got a little happy, just for a while.
Well, thanks to those pills.
That was something else. Felt like I got a sense of what Ed is going through. Lost, confused, everything blurry.
Is it that bad?
It's bad sometimes. Like tonight, when I get home, I know how it's gonna be. Ed'll be upset from not seeing me today, and I'll try to get him to eat something. Something he won't like. And I'll try to get him undressed, convince him to take a shower. And he'll fight me about undoing his shirt, his buttons. He'll say, I can do it, God damn it. What's wrong with these things? And I'll try to help him, but he'll pull away. We'll never even get to the pants. Probably wear them straight to bed, if we ever get there.
Oh, Jenny.
And then that's when the real battle will start. He doesn't sleep, doesn't want to, wants to stay up and look for things, his agreements, whatever he thinks that he's lost. I try to help him, I do. But after a while, I lay down. I lie there and listen to him tearing apart the house, worry about him, wondering if he might go outside, go wandering down the street, try to get in his truck.
But he doesn't drive.
Can't now, since I switched out his keys. But he'll sit there in the front seat, go to cursing and carrying on, saying everything's broke, that it's got to get fixed. The man could fix anything once upon a time. But he can't fix this.
Well, maybe Travis should come home, help you figure this out.
Oh, he will. Thanksgiving. He and whatever her name is. But they've got their own lives. Run a farm up in Oregon.
I thought he was a lawyer.
Oh, he was. Gave it up. Now they grow vegetables, organic vegetables. Call themselves biodynamic cultivationists.
Which means?
Which means they grow carrots in poop.
Well, being a lawyer sounds cleaner. I wish I'd been one.
A lawyer?
Oh, you bet. You know, back in the day, I wish I could have gone to law school, had that kind of choice. Shoot, Jenny, if I were an attorney, I'd be prosecuting criminals and taking over corporations, making millions on the Wall Street. Running for office?
I thought you loved teaching.
I did. And I did the best I could at it. But you know what I mean. How it was for us girls getting careers back then, either teaching or nursing or learning to type, being a secretary. I remember an advisor when I was first trying to go to college telling me science was too hard and economics not for women. And when I told him, I said, maybe I'd major in business management, he said, who exactly are you going to manage, young lady? I mean, I envy today's women. Sandra and her girls, they can do anything they want, even with some idiot, some kind of mangaroo.
She'll be okay. You know how Sandra gets excited about one thing and then on to the next. My guess, she'll be back at Green Heights in the fall.
But we won't.
True.
I guess I was lucky to have a career at all, go to college. My family in Knox City, I come from country people, farmers, and not the fancy kind either with that high dollar poop. I was one of 8 kids and not the brightest of the 8 either. That's what I always heard until I got out.
You've never talked about your family much.
I don't see them. I don't care to. And I'm still waiting for some West Texas tornado to go blowing through Knox City and clean the whole place right off the map. You know, me and you, if we'd been born about 10 or 20 years later, we could have got us some of that feminist revolution.
Not sure the revolution ever got here to Texas. Might have been an article about it in the newspaper. Besides, I don't think it would have mattered much to me. I always planned on being a mother, a wife, full time.
But you got your degree.
An accident, really. Ed and I married young, but then the kids didn't come. I started taking classes to keep myself busy, useful at least, since I had my woman problems.
So how did Travis?
Miracle, I guess. But it took a long time. We tried and we tried. Even went to a doctor. Though I don't remember Dr. Mays doing very much. No sperm counts or fertility tests. Just Dr. Mays saying to me over and over, "Ma'am, with your husband, you must relax and stay still."
Stay still. Advice to all women back then, regardless of the problem.
I was so happy when I got pregnant to give out a son. Now, sometimes he doesn't know that he even has a son.
Terrible.
He used to be so capable, Louise. Oh, you should have seen him at his job, running all those big projects, commercial plumbing in Dallas. Think he piped half the city. Now, he can't even run a toothbrush. I put it in his hand, I get the toothpaste on it, and he'll turn to me and say, "How you work this thing, Ginny? What's this thing for?" Never thought that our lives, my life, would be this. Thought that once I retired, I'd have some time for myself. Maybe travel, see Travis more, do some things that I wanted. When we were younger, Ed, well, he was always a lot to deal with. And mostly we did things that he wanted to do. This was supposed to be my time, Louise. That's the agreement I made, at least with myself, to just stay with him and be a good wife and a good mother and all that. And then maybe at the end, have some happiness for myself.
Well, I'm sure you're doing the best that you can.
I don't know, Louise. Sometimes I get mad I get frustrated and yell at Ed, and I don't mean it, but I'm tired. And I think, what's going to happen to us? I mean, I can take care of him now, barely, I guess, but eventually I'll have to go. There'll be hospitals and nursing homes. And do you know what that costs? Thousands, Louise. Maybe 10,000 a month. And we didn't save that kind of money. I don't even know how much we have. Ed, I let Ed handle the finances too long. And there's an account over here and at that bank and another. And last month, I got a letter from some mortgage company in Florida. We've never even been to Florida. And even if, when Ed's not around, what's going to be left when it's my turn, Louise? Who's going to be here to take care of me?
I think about that too. I mean, at least you've got a son. I've got 12 boxes of teaching files in my garage.
It's scary, Louise, to feel alone.
Well, maybe I can help. Come give you a break.
A break?
With Ed. Come sit with him sometimes. Let you get out of the house and go.
No, Louise, you can't.
I can. Like today on a Wednesday, I'll just show up at your house.
Ed, he won't. He gets angry, Louise.
Oh, people get angry at me every day. Right and left, Jenny, I am pissing people off.
Well, that may be true. And I appreciate it, Louise. But you're retired now, free. You've got your projects to do.
Well, this will be my new project.
Oh, I don't want to be that.
Well, Ed will be my project. You will be my friend.
Lights up on Ginny and Louise walking to exit the park. The sky is dark behind them.
Oh, I think this is the way. Is this the way?
Over there. I remember that map place when we first came in.
Too bad your map got wet. Be a nice souvenir.
Well, I do have the memory of stripping naked with you, Jenny.
There you are. I knew it. I knew if I waited, I would catch you at the gate.
Oh, Lord.
Even though you're wearing some kind of disguise?
We're on our way out.
Not until you sign the forms. I've got reports on you two today. First assisted, that was your friend. Indications of vomit. Then you get picked up, possible narcotics. And then you, ma'am, brandishing a weapon, refusal to follow park procedures and complete required forms, and threatening a park employee with finger amputation?
Well, that does sound very serious. Don't you think, Jenny?
I guess we older ladies can't be trusted on our own.
And now I'm telling you, you gotta sign the forms.
And if we don't?
I call security. You can't leave the park.
Young man, I am a paying member of the AARP. And today, I have witnessed some transgressions in the treatment of older people. Old people, too. And I intend to pursue these to the highest court of law.
Okay, look, here's how it is. If you sign the papers, I keep my job. I did the protocol, okay? And if you don't sign, dude, I'm totally screwed.
Excuse me, what's your name?
Brandon
Brandon what?
McCougan.
I thought so.
Hogan, I should have known.
Wait, why? You're not gonna report me, are you?
No, don't worry. Did you attend Green Heights Elementary by chance?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have one of us as your teacher?
I don't think so. I think I normal teachers.
We're not normal.
How's your mother?
She's kind of sick.
I'm sorry to hear that.
One of my sisters stays with her.
Louise, I think we should sign the forms and be on our way.
Son, Jenny.
For Brandon, a student?
Oh, all right. Hand it on over.
And I'm supposed to tell you too, and this is just rules, that you're maybe not like supposed to come back.
We're banned?
That's all right. We'll find another world.
Thanks. Thanks a lot for signing and everything.
You take care, Brandon. You ready, Louise?
I guess we better get you home. I think I'll come in and meet Ed tonight.
Maybe not tonight, but how about tomorrow?
I'll be there for lunch, 11:05.
Bye-bye, guys. Thanks, Miss Elizabeth Taylor.
Lights out, end of play.
All right. Great job, everybody. If we could have everybody back onto the virtual stage, including our playwright, Laurie. Bravo, everyone.
Laurie.
Virtual round of applause from all of those out there joining us tonight. And of course, hats off to you ladies. What a wonderful, wonderful job. Laurie, I'm curious, did you enjoy tonight's reading?
I did, and I made a point not to reread the play prior to tonight's performance because I really wanted to see it in the moment and be reminded and surprised in a sense. And I really thank everyone for their performances. It was wonderful.
Well, it all starts with a great story, Laurie, and you certainly gave us one. So I thank you for that. I'm always so excited to have an opportunity to talk to authors who create these fabulous characters. Laurie, you talk a lot through your characters about how they view age, and with the Alzheimer's in the script, and a lot of the characters looking back and reminiscing, and memories, a very constant theme in the show. What is age to you as a playwright? There's some different viewpoints from the characters. I'm curious to you. How do you see age?
I would say my views and my experiences are evolving because I'm getting older. When I first started this play, had the first initial ideas, I thought of these women as of a different generation, much older than myself, much closer to my mother's generation. I really wrote it with her in mind. But over time, I've become closer to their age and maybe some of their experiences. I sit before you with my own gray hair now, which I didn't have when I started the play. I was still a Texas toothy blonde. So but I'm glad to see that at the various writing stages over some years that I worked on this play, that I was able to integrate some experiences or awarenesses that I came to about the lives of older women and get them into the play. And certainly I drew upon my mother's experience, as I said, and what I view as that generation of women who really came of age and made a lot of choices about family, career, politics, and everything else before the so-called feminist revolution, before they had quite so many choices to make.
Very, very interesting. Now, I'd like to hear from the performers. Aiden, you may not have as much immediate relevance in this particular question. I know I certainly don't. Ladies, what was it like for you to tell these stories? There's a lot of topics that are mentioned in the play itself that aren't normally discussed. Is that empowering for you? did you find it interesting with these particular characters to voice these women? What are your thoughts on this particular story and these characters?
Well, I found the part about Louise and her desire to go to college and her desire to do the difficult things rang really, really true with me, because I mean, we're about the same age, Louise and I had people say to me, you know, oh, why do you want to work there? That's no place for a girl to work. I mean, literally in a job interview. And then when I worked at a bank, I wanted to be considered for a promotion within the bank. And my manager said, well, you're getting married, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, they want somebody permanent. And I mean, so this shit was not a joke. Yeah. Now I don't share a lot of Louise's other opinions, but it was, I think that the part that addresses the feeling of getting older and the fear of being useless, that I think hits a lot of older women. And that really rings through here.
Yeah. And I sympathized with the caring for someone who was not remembering. I mean, I had to help with my mother at the end of her life, and she was never actually diagnosed with Alzheimer's, just with dementia, and it wasn't nearly as bad as what's portrayed with Ed. But you know, there were things you just had to tell her things over and over. I mean, you'd have the same conversation, you know, 5 times at the same, you know, in the same hour, you know, just asking the same questions. And you just have to, and it's hard to be patient with that sometimes. It can be very frustrating, and just, you know, and you know, it's not their fault, but you know, if you've had a hard day, it's hard to not lose patience at times. And I found that to be, you know, very, very truthful. That reminded me a lot of that.
Bree, were the hurricanes truthful for you?
Absolutely, yes.
So Laurie, is the park a metaphor or a location?
It's both. I loved going to Six Flags as a kid. It really did feel like this magical, mystical universe. And I said that my mother helped inspire the play, and she did work in a public school, a little elementary school, for many years. And in her later years, in her 50s, 60s, a group of them did go to Six Flags. And that, I just love that idea that these women went marching through Six Flags. So I took that as the idea for the play, and over time developed the other things around it. But I really like the idea that these are women who have devoted their lives to teaching and to caring for young children. And so they go to this ultimate magical world for children, and yet somehow they're not welcome. They are no longer a part of that world. And I think I said this in my Lunchbox interview, that is a larger experience that older women have, where we get to a certain age and suddenly we are not as welcome or not as recognized in certain places, spheres, industries, etc. And that was one of the things that is going on in the park. And I also wanted to have a little bit of fun with the commercialization, the corporatization of culture. I have some jokes in the play about the ethnic clothes and the way that some of the characters and the young guy in particular speaks rather flippantly about this and that group of people. And I hope people understand I'm not making fun of culture. I'm making fun of this corporatization of culture so that everything gets reduced to an outfit, a popsicle, a lingo, a something like
food.
that. Because that kind of reductionism is what is sometimes the problem in the conversation about race, culture, and otherwise.
You know, Laurie, I think it's a very interesting point, and certainly one for further discussions about playwrights' intent and when they are writing things and the perception that is perceived on the other end. And I think it's very enlightening that you bring that up, and that sometimes these things are written with purpose to make a point. And I find it very interesting that you say that. So thank you for sharing that insight with us. And of course, Stolen Shakespeare Guild, bringing this to life. Lauren and Jason, you guys are always so talkative, even in normal settings. So I'm going to put you on the spot now. Do you mind telling us a little bit, first and foremost, about Stolen Shakespeare Guild?
Stolen Shakespeare Guild is a Fort Worth-based theater company. We produce classic works. We produce a lot of Shakespeare and literary adaptations, and we produce musicals that are considered classics in their genre. And you can find us at stolenshakespeareguild.org. And we're hoping to reopen later this year.
Awesome. Now, I'm not going to let you off the hook that easy. You talk about preservation of classical scripts and many things. And I approached you, of course, to see if you would be willing to join us for the original work series. What was it about this script that gave you the go-ahead and convince you to come aboard and be a part of this with us?
Yes, that's true, because we don't normally do original works. It's pretty rare. But I really enjoyed this script, and I thought it had some wonderful roles for mature actresses. And when I read it, I immediately thought of people that we could use to cast the show. And I thought it would be a wonderful opportunity to give life to this script and to see these actresses in action.
Well, we are so very fortunate to have everyone here tonight. And of course, just so very grateful to all of you. Laurie, what a wonderful, touching story. I took a note because I think it's important. Let me see if I can do this somewhat quickly. ALZ.org. That is the North Central Texas Alzheimer's Association. So we'll get some links in there. I think it's important that we make sure that people that are looking for that information have the opportunity to have it as well. So a lovely, lovely story, Laurie, very touching. Ladies, you brought it to life. Aiden, I think that might have been our first FX in a Zoom reading. That was wonderful. I loved Kangaroo Man. So bravo to you for that. Bravo to all of you. I always ask, Laurie, any final thoughts or words of wisdom for the audience out there?
No, I encourage everyone to watch the next play in the series. Keep clicking away. I'm going to be doing the same thing and looking forward to working with Fort Worth Arts Council again, I hope.
We're so grateful to have you. Thank you so much for that story. Make sure you check out Laurie's Box Lunch on our Facebook, also on our YouTube channel. Stolen Shakespeare, any last shout outs or thoughts from you wonderful folks?
No, visit our website, listen to our radio shows when we reopen, hopefully later this summer. We would love to see you at the theater.
Absolutely. And you have tickets on sale at your website.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Perfect. Ladies, thank you so much. Aiden, wonderful job. Bravo to all of you.
Thank
That
you,
wraps up
Lori.
another
Thank you,
original
Laurie.
word
Thank you,
series.
Jason.
Thank you.
We'll be back next Thursday with a brand new script and a brand new author and another featured company. Take care, everybody. Have a safe night. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.